So kia ora koutou katoa. My name is Alice Bell. I am the program lead for the Analytics and Research in Government Internship Program, but I'll be talking about both the internship and the graduate program today. And then I'm going to hand over to my colleague Anika Terry, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her experience with ARG. So she's currently a graduate on our graduate program at the Ministry of Social Development, but she's also an alumni of our internship program as well. So she's been through both. So that's really, really helpful. So ARG's kaupapa is to build data analytics, evidence and research capability across the public sector. And the public sector is a really great place to work. So there's a huge number of opportunities for work experience across a broad range of areas. And by working in the public sector, you've got an opportunity to work on some really niggly social and economic issues that affect everyday New Zealanders. And analytics and research is a real growth industry at the moment. So what we're seeing across government is ministers, chief executives, and policymakers are much more data literate, and they're increasingly looking to use data and evidence to support their decision making. So it's definitely a smart choice for a career pathway that has a wide range of possibilities. We take students from a broad range of study areas. So there's the more traditional areas that you would expect, like computer science and data science and maths. But because of the broad range of government agencies that are involved in both programs, we also look for degree areas that fit with the agency expertise. So for, say, the Treasury or RBNZ, you might want some finance degrees, or for Ministry of Justice, we might be looking for criminology or law degrees, or for Ministry of Social Development, we might be looking for social sciences, so psychology, sociology, anthropology. We really take all types. And the program is kind of split off into two parts. So our projects, some of them are sort of more data and analytics quantitative, and then you've got others that are more research evaluation qualitative. So it doesn't really matter what side of the fence you fall on, there'll be an opportunity there for you, which is really fantastic. There's a huge number of benefits to working on either program. So you get to work in an area that is directly related to what you're studying, and while working on issues that affect real New Zealanders. And the other thing that I love is that the public sector is full of really passionate people that really believe in the work that they do. And I think that when you're really early in your career, that's such a fantastic environment to be in, and those sorts of people that bring a real passion to their role. It's great to kind of surround yourself with those kinds of people when you're just starting out. And once you have your foot in the door in a government role, that's going to open up the entire public sector for you. So if you're going for an interview, you're going to have a leg up on anybody that doesn't have any government experience. So, and you know, when you think about the wide range of different ministries and agencies that are involved in the public sector, you can really see how limitless the opportunities are for you. Some other things that we offer is one-to-one mentoring. You're also going to be part of either a cohort of either interns or grads. So you've got a chance to build a peer network and to kind of have some friends to support you through who are experiencing the same thing as you. Both programs also offer a learning and development program as well. So that's going to cover both some of your softer skills like communication, problem solving, career planning, and then there's some more technical stuff around, you know, there could be things like how to do a rapid evidence review, some geospatial and data visualization techniques, algorithms and modeling in government. So there's heaps of really cool stuff in there to help you grow in your role. And we've got a really great retention rate on our program. So we have, you know, heaps and heaps of our interns and grads stay in the public sector, and it's really great to see over the years them moving into more senior roles and sort of hopping across different government agencies and just doing great things for the public sector. It's really fantastic. So I'll talk a little bit about the intern program now. So The program has been going for 5 years so far. So we started with just 10 interns across 4 agencies, and we've grown to more than 30 interns and 12 agencies. So this year's our 6th year, and we've just added Te Puni Kōkiri to our participating agency. So it's really exciting to have them on board this year. As I mentioned earlier, we've got our learning and development program with both soft skills and technical skills. And so let's talk some key dates here. So the internship program is over the summer. It starts end of November and goes to beginning of February. They are all based in Wellington though. So most of the agencies will pay your travel costs for you to get down to Wellington. It's a 12-week program, but it's 10 weeks of work and 2 weeks of Christmas break that you won't be working. And then in terms of the recruitment process, we have applications opening on the 4th of July, and they run for about 5 weeks until the 14th of August. The way that it works is you'll go to the website and fill out the application form. If you're successful at that point, you'll go through to the video interview stage. This is where we provide you some pre-recorded questions, and then you can record your response. So it's not a live situation. You've got some time to prepare. If you're successful after that, then you'll be matched with the agency that best suits your skills and experience, and you'll go on to a more formal interview stage from there. So that'll be around early September. So I want to talk a little bit about the grad program now. So this is focused on students who are in their final year this year and will be work ready in 2023. So we are currently in the first year of the graduate program. We're running the pilot this year, and we've got 7 graduates across 5 different agencies. And for next year, we'll be looking to increase both the number of grads on the program as well as hopefully the participating agencies. And the 5 agencies that you can see on screen there are the 5 that are involved in the program this year. Again, the learning and development program, it's similar to what we have in the internship program, but obviously it's much more extensive and a bit more spaced out. It's 12 months rather than 12 weeks, so we've got a little bit more time to work with. So key dates for this. So we start in February of 2023. Again, the roles are based in Wellington, and it's a 12-month graduate role within one of the 5 participating agencies, but there will be opportunities for you to do some shadowing and to understand what the other grads are doing in their roles. So there is sort of a bit of a rotational aspect, but not formally. And again, agencies can cover your travel costs to come to Wellington if you live outside of Wellington. And the recruitment process for this, slightly different, although the dates are the same. So the applications open on the 4th of July and close on the 14th of August. And once you are successful with your application, you'll go through to do the same video interview, but with some added psychometric testing. Excuse me. If you're successful after that, then you'll go to an assessment centre, which will be sorry, excuse me. The assessment centre will basically be like the interview portion. And from there, you'll then be placed into the agency that best suits. So you can now go and have a look on our website, ilovedata.org.nz. There's heaps of really great stuff on there. There's some videos from previous interns, so you can have a look and see what their experience is like. And so now I'm going to hand over to Anika, who's going to talk a little bit about her experience. Anika.
Hi there. So I'm Anika, and I did do the internship last year, and I was placed with Oranga Tamariki as part of the Analytics and Research and Government, or ARG, program back in 2020. And I had such a great time that I applied to come back, and now I'm part of the ARG grad program. And now I'm placed with the Ministry of Social Development, or MSD. I think one of the great things about the ARG program is that you don't have to apply for one specific ministry. And instead, when we were applying, we got to answer questions about what we were actually passionate about and why we actually wanted to work in the government in the first place. And then based on those answers, we were placed with the ministry that we might actually suit. So before my internship, I had not really thought of Aoranga Tamariki as anything more than employing social workers and the work that they did. And it really opened my eyes to the range of roles that they actually have within each of the government ministries. And it gave me a bunch of insight into the work that they do. The analytics part of the analytics and research in government might frighten some people, but the program really is for people from all backgrounds. I met other interns with very diverse backgrounds and skills, and in my year there were just over 30 of us, and it was a great opportunity to make friends in different areas as well. We would all meet up often for social events as well as training opportunities, and it was a really good, unique program. The work available really does range in type. For example, it can go from the very research end. So Simran did her work with MSD and reviewed ethnicity and how it was reported. She undertook literature reviews and did interviews with people from MSD. And then she made a hierarchy based on research and wrote a memo that helped endorse the changes on ethnicity reporting. She actually then ended up staying on, and she works full time with MSD now, and she oversaw the implementation of the ethnicity reporting in the role of engagement lead. As another example, on the other end of the spectrum, there's Johnny L, who worked with larger projects that involved gathering data and creating an interactive dashboard about tourism expenditure for MB that displayed important regional information and statistics. There were a bunch of other analytic projects though, such as exploring current trends that ministries have been seeing and seeing if there were reasons for them, creating tables and graphs. So there was the analytics side too, but it's not all that. And Johnny L also stayed on as he finished his studies. He worked part-time and now he's fully employed. So this program is very varied and it gives a lot of learning opportunities for both researchers and analysts. And I'd recommend applying for it even if you're not entirely sure if it fits. Because you never know, you might have some important skills that they want.
Awesome, thank you, Anika. I'll just stop sharing this here and we'll jump into some Q&A. So let's have a look at what we've got here. How would a degree in health medical sciences fit at ARG? So we have ACC has been one of our participating agencies in the past, and so that's a really great fit there. It also depends. We may be getting the Ministry of Health on board this year as well. So again, that would be another great fit for that one. So thanks for asking that. Studying at University of Auckland, do you offer internships or clerkships for law students? Not specifically, no. Our internship is specifically for data analytics and research across government. So it's not specific to law, but I mean, law degrees are useful for, say, if you're going to do a project within the Ministry of Justice.
Someone did do a project with Ministry of Justice last year who had a law degree, but it wasn't specifically clerkship.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Anika. And then we've got one more here. I'm studying a Bachelor in Applied Management Level 7, major in Human Resource. I wonder if I can do my industry project internship at MSD or IRD. What would I need to do for a work placement? Okay, so basically what you'd need to do is just apply for the program when it goes live on the 4th of July. So and there's a question that's just come through here. So the applications for the grad program, yeah. So the grad program and the internship program, those applications both open on the 4th of July. So if you just hop over to ilovedata.org.nz, that's our website, and they'll hit the apply now button and when the applications are open, and you'll be able to complete the application form there.
Thanks, Alice and Anika, for jumping on and sharing those insights. Really interesting.